Ladies and gentlemen, this is an update on Nasdaq420, the Ethereum meme coin that is starting to really catch fire, sitting at around $9.5 million in terms of market cap. As we speak, the coin is up 7x in the past 3 months, going from around 1.2, 1.3 million in market cap to almost 10 million. And it is continuing to show, even in the 7-day, more positive price action, with higher highs and higher lows, trending earlier this morning around $10 million in terms of market cap. And we have seen an influx of money pour into Ethereum, with Ethereum at this point, let me just look at where the current price is, sitting around $3,400. We are still looking for an overall cycle top of Ethereum of hopefully $10,000. Could you imagine if that happened, the amount some of these meme coins would boom? It would be very, very legendary, and Nasdaq420, I believe for sure, would be one of the coins that would do extremely, extremely well. Now, you can see just, I mean, this is very, very impressive, and I do want to kind of talk about, well, if you're not in Nasdaq420 yet, should you get in right now? Should you get an initial? Is it worth it considering the recent price movement, the 7x within the last 3 months? Considering where we're at in terms of the cycle, we are coming up potentially on the major bull run and then the massive alt season. There still is a pretty heavy BTC dominance in the mid 60s, although it's dropped a few percent because of the influx we've seen into Ethereum. These Ethereum meme coins are going to be hosses, and this is a coin that is starting to set itself up to where it's trending very similar to how SPX 6900 did last year, trading around $9 or $10 million. Will we see an immediate teleportation to 100 million, to a billion? I don't know. You can't really predict something like that, but I think this coin, based off of the team, the artwork, the entire thing, they've had massive retracements. This is a battle-tested meme coin that now is almost a year old, and we know the narrative. We know the idea of it being number two next to SPX 6900. It's very interesting. I did own SPX 6900. I had around 280,000 coins, and I sold every single one of those coins back in early September of 2024, right before it teleported to $100 million. If I still owned around 280K coins, that would probably be worth around $500,000 or $600,000. It's probably going to be worth $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 million at the height of the bull run. Does it really matter to me? No, it doesn't, because I own a lot of Nasdaq420, and I know Nasdaq420 is going to do, honestly, at least from this point on, because of the current market cap situation in comparison to SPX 6900, I believe it's going to do better than SPX 6900, even after the recent 4 or 5x. It's not financial advice, but just based off of everything that's going on in the market, based off of this developing as possibly the number 2 player in the stock to meme meta next to SPX 6900. They do have a very active X. They've got a very active community on Telegram. And this is a coin that, I mean, you can't even really worry about the market cap situation, whether it goes up or down. There's been price fluctuation. The coin went from 9 million to 6 million. I mean, these are volatility that you're going to see with meme coins. And so that's what people, they get worried when it goes down by 20 or 30%. This is how it is. And the coin's going to do hopefully a 10x, a 20x, and I'm still going to be holding, because that's just what it is in terms of where we think this coin is potentially going to go. This is setting up to just be, I mean, the all-time high of this coin is only 15 or 16 million. And so when this coin breaks an all-time high, I think you're going to see a lot of people posting about it. They already are. You're seeing a lot of people start to look at Nasdaq420 as the ultimate secondary play. Now it's bridged to Solana. They've got the liquidity upped in that. I would imagine as the coin continues to get built up, it's going to be on bigger and bigger exchanges, just kind of organically. Even if it's not, it could go to 100 million just being on Uniswap. This is a coin that's, I believe, going to do very, very well. And so hopefully you've already gotten an entry on it, and I can't give financial advice in terms of, well, should you buy it now? Does it make sense? It's at 9 or 10 million. I mean, there's a lot of people. You'll see all the top influencers shilling meme coins that are at 100, 200, 500, 1 billion, 1.5. I mean, they're shilling stuff and telling you to enter into coins at $1.2 billion, you know, in terms of the market cap. So this coin is minuscule in comparison to those. And I'm not telling people, well, you should buy this coin right now, considering it has done a 7x and you normally don't want to FOMO in. But I'm saying this coin, it's like a runaway train, and I think it's going to do extremely, extremely well. And to me, the price, you know, certainly you want it to, the price matters, but when you're looking at a very short-term micro picture, you just know it's inevitable that the coin will do well and the coin will pump significantly. So, I mean, just the price history is amazing. The CTO team behind it is amazing. The artwork is amazing. And it's setting up, and you can take a look at SPX right now, just in terms of where it's at. It recently reached another all-time high. It's at 1.69 billion. It's just kind of a coincidence there. But look at this coin. I mean, this coin was, it is pretty remarkable when you look at where this coin was back in September. This coin was around 7 million. The coin teleported. I'm not saying Nasdaq420 is going to do that, but the coin just completely teleported, and now it's at a new all-time high at around $1.7 billion. The price is $1.82. And so this coin we think is going to go to 20 or 30 billion. Imagine the influx we're going to see. Ethereum goes to 10 or 12K. The Bitcoin dominance falls off to maybe upper 40%, like 45, 46%. Some of these meme coins are going to do 100x, 200x, 500x, 1000x because of the inevitability of the amount of money that's going to be pumped into Ethereum and Solana. There's going to be a lot of good Solana coins as well, but I'm someone that likes Ethereum more. Pretty much all my coins outside of a few are on Ethereum. And so I think Nasdaq420 is going to be just the main player, and it's starting to develop itself and really differentiate itself from some of the other stock to meme coins. Even though I like the other stock to meme coins a lot, you're starting to really see, and that's why I'm in a lot of the other stock to memes, don't get me wrong, but there's a clear, it's SPX, then to me it's Nasdaq, and then it's the others. And so if it's SPX at 20 or 30 billion, it's Nasdaq at maybe 1 billion, 2 billion, I don't know. And then it's the others at 100 million, 300 million, 500 million. Prices like that. So that's why I really do like Nasdaq420 when you compare it to an SPX. And even, this coin, it went through a lot of the same stuff, hovering around 9, 10, 12 million. Nasdaq might have been a little bit lower for a longer period of time in terms of it being at around 1 million, 2 million, but it's starting to wake up. Now it's around 9 or 10 million. And we even saw SPX during such a bearish time in the alt market last year in September when my alt portfolio reached pretty much an all-time low. That's when this coin teleported. And I sold it right before it did. So see, that's a lesson. You can't sell out of these coins. The way to make money is just to hold. I know it's very boring. It sounds, you have to hold. You have to hold the coin. You just have to hold the coin. That's it. That's the way you make money in the meme game. You have got to have patience, and hopefully it'll be rewarded. And so obviously, this isn't financial advice. This is just based off of, what we've seen from Nasdaq. I've talked about this coin several times. This coin would be the overall, you talk about it right now in terms of the fact that it's already at $9 million. Is it going to do the most X's out of any coin that I recommend? I don't know about that, but just pound for pound based off of the frequency of the coin, based off of the coin's team, based off of the price history, how strong it's been recently. Yeah, there's going to be volatility. It's going to go down 20%, 30%, whatever. That's an entry for people. We have to understand that. And you would think out of everything and what we're seeing right now with Bitcoin and where it is, with the crypto week, this would be the time. If it's not now, when will it happen this fall for me to finally capture the 100x coin, the 200x, the 500x? I would have had it. I also invested early into MOG. I sold it. I'm not going to sell this coin. This coin goes to 20 million. I'm not going to sell it. This coin goes to 30 million. I'm not going to sell it. This coin goes to 50 million. I'm not going to sell it. The coin goes to 100 million. I'm not going to sell it. You have to have that belief and that understanding. And that's really one of the things that I've realized with a lot of these meme coins. So you just, obviously we will have indicators in terms of when things get oversold. If Ethereum's at around $12,000, well, the hope is that this coin booms hopefully early in the fall. And you can't predict this stuff. You don't know, right? There's no way to tell. Hopefully this coin booms early in the fall to where we get it set up before the actual blow off top of alts. This coin's already very high in market cap. And if this coin is really high in market cap, and if SPX were before the blow off top is at 8 or 9 billion and this coin's at 100 million, yeah, then you're talking about some serious damage. You're talking about some serious X's. Because the coin is already starting to show signs with just this little filtration of money into Ethereum. And we've seen a lot of these meme coins start to do very, very well, but this is one of the better ones. You take a look at the last 7 or 8, or the last 3 months, the performance doing a 7x from 1 million to 9 million. It's been very, very positive. And there are a lot of people that believe in the stock to meme narrative. And so, listen, this is one of those to where it's like, well, do you really want to invest in a coin that's done a 7 or 8x? I can't give financial advice to people. I just think the coin is going to do extremely, extremely well this cycle. And what a price prediction to me is irrelevant. It's going to do very, very high. That's what I would say in terms of it. Obviously not financial advice, but this is a coin I've been watching. I made several videos about this coin. I made a video when the coin was at 1.3 million. When the coin was at 2.4 million. Now the coin's at 9.2, 9.3 million, whatever. And there's going to be fluctuation. There's going to be, you know, but it's inevitable. This coin will do well. In my opinion, it's inevitable. It's just a matter of time. As long as everyone keeps putting in the work within the team, it will do very, very well. So I would say right now, it certainly is setting new highs, setting new lows. Chart is very, very impressive. We'll see if it sets a new all-time high. That's kind of the next thing I would watch. Its all-time high was right around 16 million, 16.5 million. So a little bit less than a 2x to get back to its all-time high, which was back in January. And certainly you would love the coin to blow past the all-time high. We would expect at least this cycle for sure, because a 2x from here is about 18.5 million anyway. So that would be an all-time high, just a 2x from here for Nasdaq420, which again, we're trying to situate it as the #1 variant of the stock to meme meta on Ethereum. It's the #1 variant behind S&P. It's the SPX. It's the S&P 500. It's the Nasdaq 100. It's the yin and the yang. And so I'm not saying it's going to be at 10 or 12 billion dollars like SPX. What I'm saying is it is the variant within the ecosystem, the #1 variant. And so that's what I would say about this coin. But either way, guys, not financial advice. Make sure you like the video down below.